Hello, I'm Charlotte Morgan, a Senior Associate in Lewis Silkin's employment team. With employees now beginning to return to the office, agencies are considering how to best manage their return and the safety measures that they need to implement. A frequent question that we're still getting asked is whether lateral flow testing should be made mandatory. This is not in the list of steps that employers should necessarily be taking in the government guidance, but that doesn't prevent you from implementing a workplace testing programme if you consider it to be necessary and proportionate. It's also a step that's been encouraged by the government alongside other measures. There are two legal risks that you need to be aware of if you're considering implementing a mandatory testing scheme. Firstly, unfair dismissal cases if an employee has more than 2 years service. The key question here really is, what will you do if an employee refuses to get tested? Would you dismiss them or just discipline them? Either way, you'll need to make sure that you follow a fair and reasonable process. You'll also need to ensure that you've carefully considered the basis for your mandatory testing programme, and ideally your reasons should be rooted in health and safety, and those reasons communicated to your staff. The second legal risk is in relation to data. If you're running a mandatory testing scheme, you'll be processing and holding a large amount of special category data. It is vital that you carry out a data privacy impact assessment. Whilst you may be able to rely on health and safety obligations, you'll need to be transparent about why you consider mandatory testing to be necessary. Do remember that our data team are on hand should you have any data queries or concerns. For more information about returning to the office, please see the COVID Hub on the Lewis Silkin website.